And we're back. Hαίrete and salvete, omnes. It is the end of the semester. My semester is over. It's the end of the year. I'm still sick, as you can probably hear. Did not mean to rhyme that, but it happened anyway. The reason why I haven't been really posting a lot is because, one, I've been sick. Two, I was rushing to get everything done because, the end of the semester was looming upon me, and I had a lot of late work, actually, due to some health issue stuff that made it difficult to get it done on time, and my professor was nice enough to let me turn in all of my stuff late, like real late. So I was working on like 4 late assignments plus all of my final exams. So this video is basically just going to be a small rundown of what I'm hoping to do in 2020. And yes, as you can see, my bookshelf has become a little bit more askew and asunder because when I go home to do my final stuff, home to do final stuff, I always end up taking home like half the books on that bookshelf. So I'm gonna probably spend a lot of time today reorganizing it and making it look pretty. So I'll do a before and after photo on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or all of the above. I'm on all of those platforms, as you probably know. So what I'm hoping for 2020 is that I'm going to have a lot more planned and intense content that I would like to share with everyone. A lot of this has been off the cuff and not planned. The most planning and outlining I've done so far is the Lore Olympus video, and I want to have more things like that for you guys in the next year. So what I'm hoping for is baking videos. I'm going to be baking through the ancient Roman cookbook that still exists. For those of you who don't know, I believe it's Apicius, I think is his name. We have an existing Roman cookbook, and I'm going to try to cook my way through it. I'm going to have to skip some stuff though, because I'm pretty sure I can't cook flamingo anymore. And then there's some other stuff that I might not be able to do, and if I find a way to do it, then you might watch me make some pig vulva. So we'll see on that. So there's going to be that, but there's also going to be some intense baking that has to do with the ancient world, but not necessarily from that cookbook. So I'm going to be doing some cooking and baking next year. So if you have any suggestions or you want to see anything in particular, please leave a comment so I know what you want to see for that. I'm going to be doing some more book reviews because I have Outrun the Wind, I have The Lake of Dead Languages, and I have The Secret History. I know some of these are older books, but not everyone knows about them. The Secret History obviously is very well known in the classics community, at least on Tumblr it seems, and so I'm going to be making a list of books I want to read throughout 2020 and make a point to maybe do one a month, just because it's a lot harder for me to keep up with more than that with classwork as well. So I want to do more videos about archaeology. I want to try to have guests come on with me, so I might not always be in this area with this background. I want to do some fun things that have to do with the ancient world that isn't necessarily classics specific. I want to get to a point where I can stream video games without it lagging completely, so I'm gonna have to try to find a way to fix that because I have Origins and Odyssey and I want to play through them. And then aside from that, I have a few other ideas. One is kind of a big project. It's kind of a big project, so I'm going to need a lot of room, probably going to need to do it not here. It's going to need a big staging area, so if I figure out how to do that, you guys are in for a very interesting treat. So we'll see about that. That one I want to keep a surprise because I've been planning it and I have an idea of how I want to do it, and if it comes out well, I will you'll see. But that's another thing I want to do in the next year for you guys. So if you have anything you in particular want to see, anything specific, anything that I haven't talked about yet that you want me to talk about, if you just want me to talk about myself, if you want to know more about me and how I ended up being a classicist, I might do something like that for a reintroduction for the new year. So just leave a comment below if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see, so I can put it in my notebook and make an effort to get at least one video a week. That's going to be my goal, one video a week next year. Maybe more if I have the time, energy, and I'm able to do that. But otherwise, I hope you all had a great holiday. For those of you who celebrated any of the winter holidays, if you don't celebrate any winter holidays, happy cold weather if you're in a cold area, and happy warm weather if you're not. And so, sorry, I'm really sick and I'm just getting over the cold, so I'm like really congested and really stuffed up, and I took medicine this morning, and I also didn't sleep. So if I look like I didn't sleep, it's because I didn't. Alright, so that's all for now. I was gonna do like a time lapse of me rearranging this, but seeing as you can only really see the first two shelves, I figured that won't be as fun because you can't even see how many books I have over here that I took off my shelf. I can't lift them, they're too heavy. But there's about 14 books over here, and those are just the ones that fit in my backpack. Everything else is still in my car. So I have to go and get all of those and my binders and everything after it stops raining, because it rained. Of course, the day I needed to bring in all my books, it rained, so I couldn't take the cart. I was just going to take a car outside and load it all up and bring it back in, but I couldn't do that because it's raining. So I will see you guys in the next video. I don't think this is going to be my last video for 2019, but in case it is, Happy New Year, and